What's up? It is Casey's Customs to all of the extras, the second channel that I have here on YouTube. And in this video, we are going to track down an engine and transmission for my Toyota AE86. Here it is. It's a pretty girl. I like it. I'm pretty happy about it. I've been looking for very long for one of them. I finally found one, and the stock motors in them aren't great. Everything is going great. I'm very happy with my new car purchase. But I was going to run the stock motor, while I was kind of building the car. It needs rust repair, it needs paint. I wanted to lower it, do all the fun stuff. The owner told me that it ran and drove fine, but it had a gasket leak. So there was a gasket leak, it would lose some oil. Still was okay, it just needed to be replaced. He made it sound like it was an oil pan gasket, and I was like, yeah, this can be a little messy, no big deal. We started the engine, and it lost all 4 quarts instantly. I dug in a little bit more, and I have found a baseball-sized hole in the block. Obviously, that's not an oil leak that you can fix. So I went on the internet. I said, what engine do you guys want to see me put in this Toyota? LS motor, a 350 Chevy, maybe a Toyota style that it already came with, a hopped up Toyota, a 2JZ, just all kinds of stuff. I had a bunch of people saying, what about a Honda K24? I said, okay, I don't know anything about half of these motors, but I'm down for trying them. We did a vote. The Honda K24 won by a landslide. I even did another vote. I said, hey, I've narrowed it down to only 3 engines instead of 6. Honda K24, LS, and a 350 Chevy. Those are my top 3 winners. K24 won an even bigger margin when I did that. So we got to find a Honda K24, and there's about any transmission you can put with them because they make adapters. But if I can find an S2000 transmission, it's a little bit easier. Let me just keep going and see what the hell we can find. So let's find a Honda K24. Anybody have a K24 engine around here? I'm gonna go check the poker tables just in case.
Thank you.
Fun fact, the casino was not very happy at all that I had my video camera out. I was videotaping my chips when I first bought in, and I went to do it again when I was leaving. I was up like $1,000, and the dealer was like, no cameras, put the camera down, put the phone down. I was like, oh, okay. So I was gonna try and film a mountain of chips. It did not work out, but we did good tonight.
I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man.
There's gotta be one here somewhere, right? I think so. I don't know. We're gonna find out together. That is a pretty cool view right there. I don't see the K24 at the beach or a transmission. So let's keep looking. This place definitely has to have a K24. Only question is, do I have to get it myself? Because I don't have no tools. We're gonna find out. Easy, mama, easy, mama. I'm nice, I promise I'm nice. I promise. Good people. Yes, it's okay, it's okay. I'm not gonna try and pet you. Oh, you want me to pet you? Oh, I don't know if this is smart. I don't know if this is smart. Hey, mama, don't attack. I thought you were gonna attack me because you look like mean junkyard dog, but you're so sweet. You could probably eat me if you wanted to. Yes, don't kill me. Yes. Oh, you're so pretty. You're such a pretty girl. Oh, you just wanted scratchies. So you were yelling at me, and you were gonna bite me, and then you was like, I bet his leg tastes good, and then you said, never mind, I want scratchies. Yes, I just want scratchies. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes, it's a sweet girl. Maybe I have food. I'll give you food. Let me find food in the car. Oh, you shake? You shake? No, just keep scratching. Just keep scratching. Okay, okay. Yes, oh yeah, mama. You are a fighter. Look at all them scars. You tough girl, huh? You big tough girl. Yeah, I'll find you food. I'll find you food. You want to steal my kid's fruit bar? Yeah, he likes them. You like them too. He's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes. Oh, you scared the crap out of me. We got it, baby. Now, We got to get it in the damn SUV, which is going to be a bitch. Check it out, baby. We got it in there. 118,000 miles. He has pictures of it on the inside. It looks great. Very, very happy with my purchase. 500 bucks. Can't beat it. Oh, I'm so happy. And I got such a fucking long drive to go. So, why did you take your seatbelt off? Did we say it was time to take your seatbelt off? No. I said we're going to be home soon. You start undoing your seatbelt. Just relax. I know road trips are hard. Just relax. We're almost home. Stop undoing your seatbelt. It has to stay on there. It has to. For your safety and mine. You are a cute little son of a bitch, so I'll give you that. We got him, baby. An engine in Texas. A transmission in Oklahoma. Life's good. I had a transmission... Transmission from Kansas. My bad. I had a transmission, an S2000 transmission locked up in Oklahoma, and the guy flaked on me after basically we were ready to go, ready to do the deal, had his address, was heading his way, and then he changed his mind and was like, hey, come in 2 days. And I was like, bro, I'm driving through. There's no coming in 2 days. But ended up finding one in Kansas, luckily, last night when I was playing a little poker, and now we have our setup. The good news is the 350Z Infinity G35 transmission is a 6-speed, and they are built like tanks. There's guys that have a lot of horsepower on those. I don't know that I'm going down that road with a ton of horsepower on my K24, but it's nice to know I have the transmission for it if I decide to. So now all we got to do is get our asses home and get to bed, because this has been a very long road trip. So Dad was supposed to help me unload this, but I got tired of waiting on him. So I just got the engine and transmission out myself. And as you can see, if you put enough old shitty blankets and cardboard down, you know, the rental has no idea. It was just, you know, looks like it had kids back there, not an engine and transmission. Sweet. We are finally back in St. Joseph, Missouri. I am so excited. Honda K24 motor, CD009 transmission. It's a 6-speed out of like a 350Z Nissan. They make an adapter for them. I got the adapter already coming on the way. And I got a little confession to make. Obviously, I just didn't start driving south to find an engine. I had a vacation with my family down in South Houston, Galveston. We go down there for the beach. We have some family down that way. And the flight sucked. I'm not a big flying guy anyway, and my wife booked the shittiest little Southwest flight, and I had to sit like this the whole time, and I said, screw that, I'm driving home. I was being a little princess and kind of over-exaggerating. Well, then, while I was down there in Houston, I started looking up, you know, stuff on Facebook Marketplace. That's what you're supposed to do when you're on vacation. Sure enough, I found a K24, and I found a Honda S2000 transmission. So I said, screw it, I'm driving back. I grabbed the K24 in Houston. That's where the pit bull was. I thought she was going to kill me. And then she came over and she wouldn't leave me alone. She was just by my side the whole time. Very nice dog. I loved her. And I went to, I think, Katy, Texas. It was 2 or 3 hours north of Houston to pick up my S2000 transmission. And the guy flaked on me. We were ready to go. We had a date. We had an address. I was heading to his house at like noon. And then he said, I can do 8 or 9 p.m. tonight. And I said, man, I'm driving through. I'm not hanging around for 8 or 9 hours. So passed on that one, started looking at others. I found another S2000 transmission in Oklahoma City, I think it was. He flaked on me too. I found a Nissan 350Z transmission in like Wichita. That didn't work out as well. The guy wanted like $2 grand. He wouldn't come down off his price. So I got damn near all the way home. And sure enough, I found, actually, it was a Facebook friend of mine. He had a Nissan 350Z CD009 transmission that was low miles, 6-speed, and was good. We agreed on a price, so I snatched that thing up in Kansas City. I'm only like 45 minutes of Kansas City. So grabbed it, shot home, and now I have my motor and transmission. I have been looking for a K24 for a while. They're not super hard to find. You can find them. But they can be anywhere from like $1,500 to $500. I paid $500 for that one, and it was basically a rebuild, which is really nice. The transmission, I'm finding out in these swaps, it's kind of hard to find a transmission, a manual, you know, 5-speed, 6-speed, without just spending a ton of money. Obviously, I could do like a T56, which is like a 5-speed that guys use for LSs, and they are like $2 grand, $3 grand. I didn't want to go that crazy. So finally got them. Took me driving all the way home. And here's the funny part. Check this out. I was on a beach 48 hours ago. Let's check out this motor. That's a giant welcome back to the Midwest if I've ever seen one. I think we have 2 more blizzards coming this week, so probably should have stayed down there on the beach sipping margaritas, but that's fine, no big deal. What I want to do, I got pictures of this engine while it was apart. I still want to take it apart. I'd really like to kind of prep the valve cover to get it painted and stuff. Really just an excuse to start digging in because I want to see exactly what's going on. I know nothing about these motors. We're going to learn together. That's why it was kind of a fun pick, I think. Some guys are like, oh, Honda K24s are dumb. Everybody does them. I've never done them. Nobody I know has ever done them. So it's going to be fun for me. And it's kind of fun to step out of your comfort zone and kind of learn some shit. So let's dig in. I want to pop the valve cover off. I want to take the intake off. Just stuff like that so we can kind of see how this motor is. I trust the guy I bought it from. He basically ran a junkyard. He had like 10 different motors, so I don't see any reason for him to lie. But I kind of want to get that valve cover off so we can paint it because I think it'd be kind of neat if it was like bright red or something. So let's do all that. Also, check out the seats that came in for the CRX. They look bigger than they're supposed to be. I thought they were a lot smaller than that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to fit or not, but damn it, they look good. All right, let's dig into the old girl. Usually on Hondas, the little bit I do know, everything is a 10 or a 12 millimeter. I think I got this unbolted, but I don't know. These are weird little washers. Why do they have these on there? Oh, okay. What a weird little washer thing. Why are we doing that? I thought taking the nuts off would be the key, but no. Gotta take these little guys off first. I think it's out. Is it out? Yay! What was that? Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know that was... What? Is that a broken oil stick? Ah! That's hilarious. I thought that was like an oil sensor. I didn't realize that was a broken dipstick. Got a little bit of lobe wear, but nothing crazy. Sweet. I also barely know what I'm looking at. This is more like general engine knowledge, not Honda knowledge. I bet I can turn this little shit over by hand. Are spark plugs in? Yeah, it has spark plugs in. I bet I still can. Ooh, there she got a bunch of compression. There we go. Damn! Ooh, this little shit's got more compression than I thought it did. There we go. Oh. Cool. Oh, that's where that goes. This, the guy who I bought this from, he has done a K24 swap, and he goes, oh, you'll need this plate. I had no idea where it went until now. I think it goes right there. Yep. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. Shit. Oh, no, wait, maybe I'm right. There we go. Cool. Awesome. He gave me that. He goes, oh, you'll need that. I have no idea. I'm like, oh, okay. I had no idea. But whenever your engine is this way now, instead of side by side, you got to have this to shoot your coolant out. Because you can't have it just coming out of nowhere. Cool. Oh, shit, I put that on backwards. Cool. All right, let's sand this valve cover down and paint it. Okay, I got all the oil and grease and shit off of it. Cleaned it really good with brake cleaner and then wiped it down with lacquer thinner. What I'm going to do now is get it all sanded down. I think in these little corners I'm going to have to hand sand them, but basically everything on the outside I can just hit with my little mini sander. And I found some red paint. It's actually high heat caliper paint. I just don't know if I can spray it. I send a message to my guys at Poppy's Patina. They hooked it up. I've got so much Poppy's Patina stuff I need to start using it more often. It says brush, and I don't really want to brush a valve cover very bad. I'd rather spray it. It'll look better. I can see brushing it on, you know, your calipers because it's going to lay out smooth, and who cares? You can't really see a caliper. You can kind of see a valve cover, so I don't know. I'll brush it if I have to, but I'd rather spray it. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to get this baby all sanded down. Let's go. So the paint that I want to use, I haven't heard back from the company yet whether I can spray it or not. I think we're going to spray it anyway, unless I start mixing it and I can tell it's just entirely too thick to go through a gun. If I have to, I will paint it on, but I really would rather spray it. What I'm going to do right now, though, is shoot it with some real quickie primer. I don't really need to. I just want to make sure I got everything clean. I've prepped it, sprayed it with my prep spray, so we should be all right, but let's see what happens. I just want to make sure nothing jumps out at me as I throw a little quickie prime on it. I also saw online you can buy these powder coated. So if this comes out horrible, we'll just powder coat it. Or just buy one already powder coated, even better. Damn, that's laying out pretty good. I was worried because it's aluminum. I was worried that maybe I'd have some sand scratches. I sanded it with 220 and 320, so shouldn't have, but I got a little worried in a couple spots. But now that I'm looking at it, it is fine. Cool. Since it's a solid chunk of aluminum, you could probably polish it too, but I don't want to do all that. Cool, that don't look bad at all, baby. Yeah, shit. I don't hate the primer. Okay, naturally I said I'm going to do a little prime, and then we just went full-blown base coat prime on it, but that's okay. Let's go mix up our caliper paint and pray that it's not super, super thick. Okay, I'm 99% sure this is way too thick to spray. I'm almost certain. I'm still going to try and spray it because I have a $4 paint gun from Temu that we've been using for like primer and shit, and I don't care if it kills the gun because it was cheap. So I'm going to put just a little bit in it and see what happens. Almost certain it's not going to work out, though. There, I put a drop in there. It's so thick. Let's see what happens. I didn't even bother filming it. It didn't do anything. I knew it wasn't going to. I said it wasn't going to. I didn't really want to brush it, but it's supposedly self-leveling. So let's see what happens. What the hell? It's a second channel video. You know, maybe we messed some shit up. To be honest with you, it's not looking great. You're not supposed to try and do it all in one coat, which I'm doing, so that's stupid. But it seems like the brush strokes go away, so it's whatever they call that, self-leveling, but I still would have rather sprayed it. But we'll see what happens. It's okay. I kind of like a cast look where it's kind of rough, so if it doesn't smooth out like I want, I'm going to go in and do this everywhere so it looks like it's casted. Ooh, actually, that looks really cool. Holy shit, maybe we do that. You do the paint job so bad, you have to, you know, make it worse. But that actually looks really good. Ooh. I might have just accidentally came up with something. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. That looks like shit. Okay, shit. Yeah, I take that back. That looked like ass. Just made a bunch of bubbles. Okay. Got a couple coats down. It looks really good. You can kind of see the brush strokes, but not as bad as I thought, and it's leveling out very, very well. I think the shop is a little bit too hot, to be honest with you. Obviously, the heater's right there, so it's drying quicker than it should, so I'm going to turn the heat off. I put another coat on right now, and I'm just going to leave it for the night, and we'll see how much it settles. But I actually like it. It doesn't look too bad at all. I was really worried at first. Didn't come out too bad at all, considering the fact we brushed it on and didn't spray it. But we'll come in tomorrow, see how it looks, put it back on, and smack this video on the ass and call her done. All right, it is the next day. It is dry. It's not too bad. You can still kind of see some lumpiness from the brushes, but not as bad as I thought. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. You know, if I wanted it perfect, we definitely would have sprayed it with something else, or, you know, sandblasted it, powder coated it. We can still do that. I just kind of wanted to make it look a little nice while I'm waiting on it. What I'm going to do now is clean up this Honda. I want that to show through. I'm going to try it with a razor blade, but most likely I'll just have to hit it with a quick little grinding disc. Oh, also, I talked to Jimmy Oakes. He is a YouTuber who is doing a K24 in an AE86, and he is using a Honda S2000 transmission. It's basically Honda's only rear-wheel drive setup transmission, and that's what I wanted to go with first. I couldn't find one. I found one of these, Nissan 350Z transmissions. He told me his S2000 transmission is already a little too long for the stock Toyota. He just had to move it back a little bit, and he said these transmissions are giant, so I better, take a look. Well, sure enough, I pulled a tape measure on it. This transmission from the shifter to the bell housing is over 8 inches longer than a Honda S2000. So essentially, if we go with this transmission, I will be shifting from the back seat, which I don't want to do. So we're basically gonna have to get a new transmission. The good news is these are worth a ton. I got a good deal on it, so I won't have a problem selling it, but I got to find another Honda S2000 transmission. Thank God I didn't start buying adapter plates and stuff, because those are all expensive. But yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but also that's kind of what I thought before. And then I looked at it. A lot of guys like these behind the K24s, just not in a Toyota AE86 because they're just tiny. So yeah, we're going to have to change that. I even looked at maybe I can, move the shifter up, but I can get maybe a little bit more if I made my own linkages and shit, but not 6 or 8 inches worth. So that's a bummer. Oh well, let's get this valve cover cleaned up, and then we're going to throw it back on. Still not 100% dry, so I'm not gonna try and get it on there all the way. This gasket needs to be stuck in there, but I kind of want it off that table so it doesn't fall. Ha! That looks pretty damn cool. I like it. She's a lumpy little bitch, but I'll take it. Nice. That makes me happy. Man, this thing's gonna be a lot of fun. I am getting excited about this stupid little Toyota. That thing looks good. You can't get the camera too close because it's not great up close, but I'm very happy with it. A little bummed out that this transmission isn't gonna work. They're badass transmissions. They're built like tanks. It's just gonna be a little bit too long. It's also way overkill for what I need. But now is definitely the time to stop, pivot, and get another transmission, get my adapter, all that stuff. If I continue going down this road, I am not only gonna be making a floor from scratch, it's gonna be bad. Like the shifter is gonna be way too far back, and I don't wanna do all that. That seems annoying. So we're gonna go ahead, just find us an S2000 transmission. If anybody out there has one for sale, let me know. I can get them on eBay. The problem is the shipping kills you. It's like $450 for shipping because obviously it's a transmission, but no big deal. I can find it. We're still gathering parts on the Toyota anyway. I certainly don't need to be rushing into anything to try and get footage out. We got a lot of really cool ass builds going on right now to finish up. I love these wheels on this Mustang. They were cheap and on sale. That video will be out on Tuesday, so go check that out on the main channel. Thank you very much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please hit that button now. Helps the channel grow more than you would imagine. For the coolest merchandise on the planet, go to Caseyscustoms.com. If this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, go check out my main channel, Casey's Customs. I have a lot more in-depth videos. These second channel videos are kind of just vlogs, and they're all over the place sometimes, but I like them a lot. They are a ton of fun. Please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you in the videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace! I love you.